A federal judge says there is probable cause to find the Trump administration in criminal contempt over the deportation of hundreds of migrants to a prison in El Salvador. Judge James Boasberg wrote the government's actions, quote, demonstrate a willful disregard for his order to turn around the planes carrying deportees. The White House has previously denied violating that order. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman has been following this case and all the other big headlines and joins us now in Studio 57 with more on this. Katrina, good morning to you. What happens now if the administration is held in contempt?
Good morning, Errol. Well, for one, Judge Boasberg has found probable cause that the government violated his order not to turn those planes down. What he's doing now is giving them an opportunity to do what's called purge that civil contempt, so they can tell him what actions that they have taken or are going to take to comply with that original order. And if not, then he says that he could proceed with these criminal contempt proceedings. And what he would ask them to do, Errol, is to name the individuals who knew about his order and who allowed this to happen anyways. If the criminal contempt proceedings do take place, possible punishments for that are monetary fines or jail, but we haven't reached that level yet. However, he does say that they have violated his original order and he has probable cause for that. Okay,
so there is still time and space for the government to avoid the contempt charge, but there could be penalties.
Exactly. He's giving them an opportunity to try to remedy this.
Okay. There's another development I want to ask you about, the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. CBS News has learned that his wife filed a protective order against him back in 2021 alleging domestic violence. That case was eventually dismissed. But why is the Department of Homeland Security releasing this information? And what is his wife saying about it?
Well, they're releasing this information because we have been asking what the evidence is that they have against Mr. Abrego Garcia. So they released some evidence saying that when he was first picked up years ago, he was wearing a sweatshirt that police had indicated that he was part of MS-13. They also brought up this protective order that you just mentioned that was brought by Mr. Abrego Garcia's wife, and they're trying to say that these are the foundations of their reason for deporting him out of this country. But we received a statement from his wife, and she did say that she claimed that she had previously had a relationship where there was domestic violence and that out of an abundance of caution after a disagreement, she had sought this protective order. She ultimately dismissed it. She acknowledged that no marriage is perfect, but what she said is that this is not a justification for ICE to take him out of the country. And the fact here is that no matter what, there has been no due process, Errol, and that's what the Supreme Court says there needs to be. So even if, these things are true, let's say, which we don't know, he still deserves the right to be heard, to have had a hearing before he's taken out of this country.
And I want to also ask you about Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen, because he traveled to El Salvador but was denied a meeting with Abrego Garcia. What happened?
So he was denied that meeting. He was told by the vice president there that they needed more notice for them to set that up. And then apparently he said, okay, well, what if I came back next week? He was told that he could not be assured that he would necessarily get that meeting. He also tried to get even a phone call. He was told that has to be set up through the embassy. So he is trying to reach Mr. Abrego Garcia, but he was not successful on this trip.
All right, Katrina Kaufman, with all those developments, thank you so much.
Thank you, Errol.